NFL Live won an Emmy.
Yeah.
You did not. You were nominated in Best Analyst, whatever. You told Dan Patrick you were furious that you lost.
Yes.
And when I watched that clip, I was like, I don't know if he's being serious or if he's half kidding. Were you legitimately furious that you lost?
Of course it was. Yeah.
And you lost to Charles Barkley, correct?
Yeah.
Did you think you were going to win?
I did. I did. I'm a brutally honest person, so this is just me being honest. Going into it, we were nominated for 3 different Emmys: the VR stuff with Hawk, Best Show, and then Best Analyst. And I don't know enough about the new technology thing that the VR category was into. And I was like, I know it was really cool and whatnot. I have no idea really what it's up against. And then Analyst and Show. And everyone says like show's like the hardest one to win. I don't know if that's a fact or not, or real or not. And so in Analyst, I was like, man, I really believe that I've had a strong run here. I really believe that I've separated myself. I take pride in that. And I know who I was going up against, greats of the greats. And so I was like, I feel very confident about Analyst. I really did. And when Charles won, I texted him and I said, and somehow I have no business having Charles Barkley's number, by the way, but I do. So I texted him and I said something along the lines of, will you stop winning? And he responded back with like a laughing emoji face. You know, it's a team effort. And so that one bothered me. I'll give you a little insight into the night though. So when the invites get out, I was like, I'm not going to go. I don't really think I'm going to win type of thing. And ESPN and like, you should go. And my wife was like, you should go. I'm like, no, I'm good. You know, and they were, okay, go. So we end up going and I'm like, if I go and I go 0 for 3, that's not going to sit great with me. You know, I'm just,
right.
And so the VR category goes, don't win. Analyst category goes, don't win. I immediately like going to my wife like a child. I want to go home. And, you know, like, this is why I didn't want to come, because NFL Live, everyone says it's the hardest thing to win. So it's the last award of the night. I don't want to go. So I want to go home. Second to last award of the night was like the best show that happens once a week type of thing.
Right.
And College Game Day wins. Right when College Game Day wins, I'm like, F. Because I was like, no way ESPN will win 2 in a row. So I'm just sitting there going, well, we're not going to win. I was here for the night, blah, 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 blah. And then we win. And I was like, oh my God. I was thoroughly shocked when the show actually won because of the way it went. But I thought Analyst, I would have a chance at. Yeah. And I did. And I turned into a baby.
I appreciate that honesty, because most people never in this business act like awards and accolades mean nothing. And, you know, I mean, even I've done it, like not anytime recently, but like years ago, if I got like, you know, someone's like, oh, one, you know, top podcast or whatever, I'm like, oh, who cares? But like, you know, you really do care in a little bit of a way.
Absolutely.
You seem to care in a lot of a way, but
absolutely. I mean,
it would have been great if you left. You would have caused a big scene and walked out with your wife.
Yeah, that would have been great. Probably got a couple of calls on that one too. No, I maybe it's me being young in this business still a little bit and naive in this business still a little bit. And I know there's greats, all-time greats who haven't won in that regard. I take a lot of pride in it. I don't know. It still feels like I haven't won a trophy since I was 20, you know, like to winning a college bowl game. And so I take a lot of pride in that. Absolutely. And for a show to win, in this time, absolutely.
What happens if you get nominated and lose next year? You never show up again, right?
No. I think I've gotten to the point where getting nominated still feels like that is still a very much so a goal of mine. Like I want to, absolutely. I get nominated and there's no question about it. I want to win that at some point. 100%.
Yeah. What gave me a chuckle about it is that you lost to Barkley. Like if you would have lost to someone else.
Correct.
I mean, listen, if someone's nominated, they're probably pretty damn good, but Barkley is obviously at the top of the top of the top. So
yeah. And what business do I have getting upset about losing to Charles Barkley and then texting him in the moment about losing?
Well, no, I think that I think that's
I'm a competitive human. I just am. Like, I just am wildly intense and wildly competitive human. So
I don't think there's anything out of line about texting him there. It's a good natured, good natured text.